Good morning. Happy whatever day today it is. Thursday, Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Give me a second to get the music going. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm a smidge late and I'm a smidge tired, full disclosure. So I'm not going to use my fancy lights today. It's too bright. So move, groove, stretch, do all the things you need to do. We're going to get started in just a moment. Good morning. I love to see everyone's faces. Miley, Issa, Jen, you guys are doing wonderful. Of course, Jasmine. So stretch it out just for a moment or two. Oh, yeah, my body today is just like Jesus Christ. But we got to get moving. Give me just a second to get grounded, get myself settled. Actually, come meet me on all fours. We're going to get started with a little cat-cow series to start, just to get ourselves moving and grooving around at the same time, same speed. So come onto all fours, take those shoulders underneath those wrists, or those wrists underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Send the chest down to the ground for a nice little cow or cat. I think this is cow. And then round the spine, tugging the tailbone under, bringing that chin in towards the chest. Go through that just a few more times at your own speed, your own pace. Breathing deeply. Or just another 4, 3, 2, 1. Come meet me in a nice neutral position. Take that right hand behind that right ear. Send that right elbow up high to the sky. And then you're going to bring that right elbow down to meet that left wrist. So it's a nice little upper body twist, a little core work here. Taking that right arm back up towards the sky, opening up that chest. Bring that right arm down. One more time, because 3 is the magic number. Right elbow high towards the sky, really open it up even further. And then bring that right elbow down. Drop that right hand. We're going to switch it out for the left side. So take that left hand behind the head. Left elbow twisting it high to the sky. And then we're dropping that left elbow to that right wrist. Ooh, really let it twist here. One more time, opening up that elbow all the way up high to the sky. Dropping that left elbow. Coming back into a nice neutral position, tuck the toes. We're going to send our hips into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out those feet a little bit, whatever feels good and comfortable here. Having those shoulders rolling down the spine. Just stretching out those hamstrings. Feeling those quads get nice and warm. Maybe you're pushing your chest back a little bit just to stretch out the arms and the upper body. We're just going to be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those hips, sit into those feet now. So you're just in a nice little crouch position. Arms are stretched out long. Sit back up, back into a downward facing dog. Send the body over into a nice high plank. Send the hips down to the ground. So you're in a nice little cobra, upward facing dog. Stretching it out, looking side to side. Maybe you rock a little bit into those hips. Breathe deeply for just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes back into that downward facing dog. Walk the hands to meet the feet, feet to meet the hands. And you're just going to slowly roll it up. Ooh, because guys, we got a workout to get through. So class today, it is 4 blocks, 4 moves, 1 minute per move, no rest in between. You get 1 minute of rest at the end. And then we're going to go into a fun little finisher. So I'll explain every section as we go. We're going to start with our legs. So it'll be a tempo squat. So you're just going to sit it back into a nice deep squat, bring it back up at my tempo, about 3 to 5 down and up. And then from there, you're going to do an around the world squat. So what that means, you're going to sit into a nice squat. You're going to take 1 step forward, 1 step to one side, 1 step backwards, and then 1 step to one side. And then you're going to switch. If you want to add a little extra resistance, you can put those hands on the sides of the knees when you're doing those sides and just getting nice and low in those forward and backward squats. Last two moves will be crossover lunges. So cross back lunges, curtsy lunges, whatever you want to call them. You're just going to sit, cross one leg back, trying to keep that body up nice and straight, and then going back into those crossover lunges. Last but not least will be a squat to a side kick. So coming back into that nice deep squat, then you're going to lift that leg. Oh, I heard that crack. Into a nice side kick. You can add that arm if you feel so inclined, but we're going to start in about 15 seconds. It is that tempo squat, around the world squat, crossover lunges, and last but not least is that squat to a side kick. Give me 15 seconds. We are on in 5. Going for that tempo squat, you're going to sit back. You're at 4, 3, 2, and 1. So sitting it down for 4, 3, sitting those hips back for 2, 1, sit it up for 4, squeeze those glutes all the way up in 2, 1. Let's take it down nice and slow for 5, 4, sit back, sit low for 3, 2, 1, sit it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that core nice and tight for 3, 2, 1. Squats are also a little bit of core work here for 3, down for 2, down for 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, lift it up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are on for our around the world squats. So sit into a nice squat. Give me 1 step forward, 1 step to the side, 1 step back, and 1 step to the side. And then you're going to switch directions. Staying nice and low as you can. Having those hips sit back. And deep breaths. And thinking about where in the world you want to go. You don't have to get on a plane. Maybe you just want to go down the street. Maybe you just want to take a little walk later. Maybe you want to totally go across the world, get yourself to Japan, maybe go to Washington, D.C., places that I want to go to. About 20 more seconds. Stay nice and low here. 10 more seconds. And then we're in those cross back lunges, really squeezing those glutes there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it up, cross back lunges. So taking it behind you and back up. Nice and slow here. Working to get that knee down towards the ground. Have those arms nice and strong. Squeeze those biceps. Maybe it's a little tricep pushback when you're standing it up. Breathe deep. After this, we are on the ground. Or no, I take it back. After this, you got that squat to a side kick. Then you're going to be on the ground. Sit up nice and straight. Bring that body up. Just because you're going down doesn't mean you can't also go up. For 15, we're almost done with our legs here. You've got 4. You've got 3. You have 2. We're going to the squat to side kicks in 1. Shake out those legs if you need a second. Meet me in the center. You've got that squat to a side kick. Now maybe you're not getting super low right now on that squat, and that's okay. Maybe you're falling over in that side kick, and that's okay. All I want you to do is give the effort that you can. You can always add, you can always reduce. Doesn't have to be the same every single time. But what does need to be the same is the effort and the energy you're putting in. So you can take down the intensity, but still put that same effort into it. 15 more seconds. You're doing the best that you want to do. And then you're on a break. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute. So you're gonna come meet me on the ground. These are simple. 30 seconds per move, all on one side, then all on the other side. You can come down into those wrists or into those forearms. You're just giving me simple donkey kicks. Then slow fire hydrants. Slow on the way up, slow on the way down. And then it's an, got a frog in my throat, a straight leg extension with a knee tuck. So that leg will go out nice and long. You're gonna give me a nice little lift, tuck the toe underneath. You're gonna just bring that knee up about 2 inches off the ground. And you're really gonna do it by lifting through that core and then straight leg extension kick. Last but not least, you're gonna do a side knee tuck into a diagonal extension. So that right knee is gonna come meet that right elbow. You're gonna extend that leg nice and long to the diagonal behind you, 10 seconds. All right, you guys, we are on for donkey kicks. I will explain it all as we go. 5 seconds, pick whatever side you wanna start with. On all fours, in 3, donkey kicks. In 2, 1, we are on. Lifting and lowering with that donkey kick. So important here, that is not coming from the lower back. This is coming from the glutes. So you don't have to go fast here. I want your hips nice and squared. You don't need to look to your right. You don't need to look to your left. Elbows have a little micro bender and tracking in with you. All finger pads pushed into the ground. You have 3, we're going into the slow fire hydrants in 2. And 1 slow fire hydrant, taking it out to the side, and then bring it back in nice and slow. Slow to lift and slow to lower. Slower than you think you need to as well. You only got 2 more moves. You have 10 more seconds left here. So just tap in, let your body do the work. 3, 2, we're gonna go into that straight leg extension to a knee tuck. 1, take that leg out nice and long. Give me a straight leg extension, lift, tuck the toe, a little knee tuck through the core. Breathe into this one. Especially when you're lifting that back leg, try not to let that lower back round. 10 seconds. And then you're gonna go into that knee tuck, knee to elbow connecting into a diagonal leg extension in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for that oblique work. Knee to elbow, and then diagonal leg extension. This one is hard. Whew. If you want to bring one elbow down into the ground so you're on one forearm and that other arm is tented, you got that option too for just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knee. Give yourself a little wiggle if you need. We're on the other side. Going into those donkey kicks. Holy moly, this leg is talking. Donkey kicks are happening on the other side now. Sometimes your body does need to do a little talk with you. So it's okay to have a conversation with yourself. Despite what people might think, it's not that weird. You have 5 seconds. Slow fires in 3, 2, and 1. Slow fire hydrants, lifting and lowering. So have that conversation because only you can have it with you. But also just know it is a voice inside of you that you are in control of. 7 more seconds, straight leg extension lift to a knee tuck in 2 and 1. Take that leg out nice and long. Give me a nice straight leg extension lift. Tuck the toe, little knee tuck. You only have a little bit more to go. Then you're gonna get a breather. Then we're gonna be on our back for some core work. Lift that leg nice and strong. Lift that knee nice and strong for 4, 3. We're gonna go into that side knee tuck into a diagonal extension in 2 and 1. We are switching. Last move. Knee to that elbow. Diagonal leg extension. Nice and long here. Really keeping yourself nice and lifted and going nice and slow. You can have the eyes kind of follow the knee a little bit if that feels good and comfortable. But you only have 3, 2, and 1. Get off those wrists, shake them out. We're going onto our backs. So you got a minute to take a breather. Coming onto our backs, it's core work time. So simple moves, things you're familiar with. 3, 2, 1 crunch, which will be a tiny crunch, a medium crunch lifting, a large crunch, really getting into those lower abs and lowering it down. That's your 3, 2, 1. Then from here, it is going to be, what is it going to be? It is a dead bug press. So knees tabletop, hands pressing into those knees. You're gonna have the knees over those shoulders, dead bug press, same arm, same leg. You're gonna extend out nice and long. You can lift the head if you feel good. And then you bring that back together, really having those hands connecting with those knees. That is the most important part because you're really gonna keep that core active the whole time by that press. And then from here, it is going to be a knee to elbow to toe touch crunch. So you're going to take those hands behind the knees, knee to the opposite elbow, and then hand to meet that opposite ankle / toe, and then opposite side knee to meet the elbow, and then the other way. Last but not least is a roll up crunch. You're going to extend those arms out nice and long behind you. You're going to roll up through center, go to touch those toes and roll it back down. You got 10 seconds though. So come meet me on your back for the 3, 2, 1 crunches. In 4, 3, hands behind the head. In 2, and 1, we are on 3, 2, 1 crunches. So it's a tiny crunch, a medium crunch, a big crunch lifting all the way, and then slowly lowering it down. Actively engaging every part of the core, the top, the middle, the bottom, and then lowering it down. I always, of course, invite you to put those hands on your core, making sure that you're not straining your neck as you lift. Just as a little reminder of where the power is coming from. Keeping that lower back glued to the ground. Relaxing the jaw, fluttering those lips if you need to. You can always keep those eyes closed as well for a little extra inward reflection. 10 seconds left here. After this, you're going to go into that dead bug press in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those knees into a tabletop, press those hands into those knees, and you extend one arm and one leg out nice and long. And then you're gonna bring it back in again, pressing those hands into the knees. The invitation is to keep the head down on the ground, or you can have the head lifted when you go to extend nice and long. Again, making sure you are not compromising form by lifting that head. That lower back needs to stay glued to the ground. Those hands need to stay pressed into those legs. You don't need to listen to anybody else but you. You don't need to do anything you don't want to do. It's simply always just an invitation and an opportunity. For just 15 more seconds, can you get in there? Can you let your body do some work? We're going to go into those knee to elbow to toe touch crunches. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down to the ground. Knee to elbow to toe touch crunch. Knee to the opposite elbow. Hand to reach that opposite foot. Breathe into this. You got it. Really feel that twist, like a lemon peel that's going to be a garnish on a cocktail. When they really twist up, let your body really deepen into that. Engaging the core is so important. Not about getting the abs here, but just about gaining that strength through the center. For 20 more seconds, then we're going to switch it up into those roll-up crunches, which is a nice little active recovery as well. 10 seconds. After this, you get a whole minute of rest after that roll-up crunch. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Roll-up crunch. Extend those arms out nice and long. Rolling all the way up through the center. Going to touch those toes. Stretching out those backs of those hamstrings. Whew. And then lowering it down. Taking your time, getting nice and low. There's no rush there. Breathing in. Breathing out. About 30 more seconds left here. And then we're going to do all arms. And then after those arms, ooh, we got a fiery finisher. 20 more seconds left. Staying nice and strong in the core. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can come stand it up, or you can do this on your knees, whatever feels good and supported for you today. So arms, you're gonna take them out nice and long to the side. We're just gonna do our simple over-unders like we normally do, rubbing that orange, keeping that chest open, and keeping those shoulders rolled back like you are rubbing an orange, squeezing those biceps like there is no tomorrow. Give me some forward circles. Give me some backward circles. Raise the roof. Palms are gonna go up to the sky. You're gonna feel like you're holding 2 trays. Tiny little roof raisers. Again, that chest is spread. Last 2 moves is gonna be a pushback. So those hands are gonna flip towards the back, just like you were in the roof raiser, but those elbows are gonna face towards the back. Those palms are gonna face back. You're gonna just push it back. You're really gonna feel that chest open up on that. Last but not least, forward pulse. You're gonna take those shoulders, roll them back like you have a basketball in between those arms, and you're just gonna squeeze and pulse it forwards. Those hands are gonna go in and out. You've got 10 seconds though, so shake those arms out. I'm also gonna give you some options with the legs to add a little extra spice. You got 4 seconds. 3, take those arms out nice wide. And 2, I've got something in my eye. 1, we are on for over-unders. So with this one, have the knees slightly bent. And this, I want you to take the knees up and down just a little bit, following the arms of that over and under. You don't have to do the legs, by the way. It's just a simple invitation and an opportunity. But these arms are gonna be more than enough. So you're doing your over-unders for another 30 seconds. And then from here, it is circles. My big, big invitation, almost my command, is to keep those arms up because you totally can do it. Maybe you need to take that moment to just breathe and you go, okay. And then you just get right back into it. For 13 seconds, we're gonna go into those circles. We're gonna stand on one leg like a flamingo. Whatever leg you want to stand on, you got this in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand on one leg if you would like. Forward circles. Keep that chest nice and open. Don't really make these big circles. I want them to be small. Tracing about the size of a lime, a lemon. I love citrus. 15 more seconds on one leg. You want to lift that leg that is down a little bit higher. Really engaging that core. For just 5. We're gonna switch legs and switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Of course, again, you do not have to be on the other leg. Switching legs, switching directions. You're going into backward circles on the other leg if you are on one foot. Yeah, that ankle stability, that's a thing. As we get older, balance is important. 15. When I work out, I'm not working out for what I'm gonna look like in 2 weeks from now or in 2 months from now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna look like in 60 years from now. In 4, 3, 2, 1, both feet on the ground and flip those palms, roof raisers. So with these roof raisers, you can hinge back just a little bit. And I want those knees to go in and out, little abductor pulses. And now, please, if you are comfortable, close those eyes. I'm gonna get a little quiet here. You're almost there. Stay with you. We're going into those pushbacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up those legs, push those arms back. Elbows are going towards the back, palms are going towards the back. And breathe. A nice open chest here. Oh yeah, your arms are gonna feel it. Those tops of those arms, they're saying something to me right now. But I'm like, you know what? I will hear you. I will listen to you. I will stretch you out. Just not right now. Right now I'm busy. After this, you only have one more move, and we got a little fiery finisher that we've got to get through. 20 more seconds. Keep those arms up. Push those arms back, little tiny movements for 10 seconds. Oh, I feel it. In 4, forward pulses. In 3, 2, 1. Take those arms out in front of you. Keep those shoulders rolled back. Little tiny pulses. Squeezing that little basketball. Keeping those hips tucked under you. Still engaging the core here. If you want a little extra challenge, by all means, bend into those legs a little bit. Lift those heels off the ground. Just for, again, a little extra stability, a little extra balance. And pulse those arms forward. Squeezing into each other like two little magnetic force fields. You only have 25 more seconds. If you were on the balls of those feet, maybe you lift a little higher. Maybe you sit down a little lower for about 15 more seconds. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing those arms. Guys, you got a quick finisher. We're going through it fast. It is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds, 2 moves. It is exactly what you want to know. It is burpees. It is mountain climbers. You know how to do them. Your invitations on burpees, you can jump them and you can fly them, or you can squat them, or you can flow them. The squat is just taking it down to a squat. You step one leg back, you bring it up, and then you come step it up, or you can take it all the way down to the ground. So you take it down, and then you just take one leg out. You're not going into a plank. Bring it back, all the way back up, but keeping that core engaged the whole time. In mountain climbers, you know the drill on those. You got 10 seconds to get yourselves ready. It is burpees, mountain climbers, burpees, mountain climbers, burpees, mountain climbers. I'll get through it faster than you think. 10 seconds. This is it. This is that last cardio burst. Let that heart rate get going. You've got 7 seconds. Woo. In 5, 4, 3, 2, burpees, 1. We are on. All the way up, all the way back. You can do that push-up, or you don't have to. But you do what feels good, your speed, your pace. You only have 5 seconds. Get a 10-second rest. In 3, 2, and 1. Roll those wrists out. 10 seconds. Stay on that ground because you're going into those mountain climbers. You can go at your own speed, your own pace. You got 3, 2, 1. Let's go, mountain climbers. Driving the knees into the chest. A nice flat back. A strong core. Your pace is what feels right for you. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Roll it up. Shake it out. You only got 2 more rounds. We're going to get through this. I will. You will. We got 3, 2, 1. Burpees. We're on. All the way up. All the way down. Push-up can always come from the knees as well. But most important is just getting that heart rate going and doing something that is challenging. In 3, 2, 1. Ooh, roll out those wrists, guys. Mountain climbers. And then you just got to do it one more time. Then we're out of here. You have 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. Knees into the chest. The speed that feels safe and comfortable. I like to push you to your limit of where you want to be. Not what you think you need to do, where you want to be. In 2, 1, sit it back. Push out those wrists. Guys, it is the final round of burpees. This is your chance. In 3, holy shit, 2, 1. Damn, that went fast. Stand it up. Let's go. Burpees. We are on. Oh, I'm so excited. I just smelled my roommate who is saging. So it's going to be a nice little afternoon today. You have 4, 3, 2, 10 seconds, guys. This is it, the finale, the last mountain climber. Oh, you have 3, 2, holy shit, this time goes fast. 1, 10 seconds, let's go. 20 seconds, mountain climbers. This is it. So you're bringing those knees in towards your chest. Those wrists are strong. Those hands are supporting you. That core is tight for just 4, 3, 2, and 1. God, I love that little sound. You know the drill. A quick picture. Getting ready. In 4, in 3. Ooh, that camera is dirty, Elena. In 2, and 1. It is an honor. It is a pleasure. Thank you all so much for joining. I will see you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.